Hey guys, Luke here and welcome back to episode 5 on my Rugby League Live 3 series of Win 1 Take 1. There was a Rugby League Live 2 series. If you want to take a look at that, search it up or whatever, go to my channel, you'll be able to find it easily enough. But if you haven't seen any of the series, I suggest you go back and watch the other previous 4 videos, give you an idea of what the series is actually about. I'm not going to explain any further of what this series is, but as you can see here, Joel Edwards it actually was. Joel Thompson's the Dragons player. Joel Edwards is the road-headed player from the Raiders who we picked up when we beat the Raiders. He was to pick up that game, but he did the kickoff there. For some reason, I sort of stuffed up the lineups, so it was a bit all out of whack there. I think goal kicking is a little bit off at the moment, but last episode was the best one yet, I'd have to say, in terms of performances, in terms of players picked up, a bit of everything. So I was very, very happy here. Well, coming into this game, I should say. So I was expecting some pretty big wins here, but it hasn't really started off too well, as Kurt Mann just palms off Israel Folau. That was very strange, and it's a bit of a homecoming for Folau of some sorts, I should say. He's taken on the Storm, obviously a former Storm player, one of their best players at the time. Did play at the Broncos as well, so I didn't mention that at the time either, but Storm, they have a lot of players who could be very, very useful. I didn't catch if Corabetti's actually inside, but I think he'd be a great picker. Obviously, one of the most overpowered players in this game. I mean, as all games are, there is going to be overpowered players, but they do have a lot of good players. Will Chambers, I think, is wearing the number 1 in this, and yeah, definitely a lot of players I'd like to pick up in both these games, in fact. But first and foremost, we got the Melbourne game. So 7-6 with that bonus try. We end up having the lead, and Kieran Foran, who we picked up from the last game against Manly, as we picked up 4 players against Manly with a 50-0. Well, was it 50-0? I can't remember if it was actually 50-0 or it was 50-something. Yeah, it was a big, it was a drubbing. So Foran, he was our goal kicker at that stage. I did eventually change it, maybe at halftime or something, but yeah, Hazem will be a goal kicker. There's no plans in changing that. He's the goal kicker, and it will stay that way until he's not in the side. If he is not in the side at some point. But we do start off the second half really strong here. You can see Sonny Bill with a nice little palm. Gets it to Felipe Mateo, who we got in that Seagulls game. And does he have enough pace to go the distance? Mateo, no, he's not. I think it's Hampton or Kurt Mann who ends up grabbing him there, but from that, we just had to go to the left there. Kieran Foran threw a dummy initially. Peter Hiku, who we picked up from the Sea Eagles game as well, he ends up scoring a try. That tackle animation that ended up happening there did help us. I mean, we should have scored that try either way, but I'm glad that animation did happen, because there's been a few times where we've been held up pretty convincingly just there, so I was quite happy to score that try, and just gives us a bit more of a gap, bit more breathing room, because at this stage, I mean, the last few games have been absolute floggings, but this game felt a little bit different. But that little offload there, or drop ball, I'm pretty sure it was an offload, but Josh Hoffman grabs the ball, race length of the field, and just kills off the game completely. At this stage, there is no risk of losing the game, and once he gets into that stage, it's quite scary for the opposition, I'd have to say. Well, I'm just being honest there. Like, I go from playing for just to get the win to going for total domination, destroying sides, going for those bonus players, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But Josh Hoffman ended up scoring another try there, not quite the bonus try there, but he got another few points under his belt. And I was talking previously just how good of a player he is, and right here, gonna pick up his 3rd try of the game here, 3rd bonus try that is. So I'm not even sure how many he scored in total. Maybe it's 4 tries in total, can't remember. But yeah, really, really good stuff there by Josh Hoffman, and he's kind of like the ultimate player, and it's kind of like Kevin Naguama from my Tigers one. He's so fast and got great agility. You can cut inside with him and all that sort of stuff, and yeah, he just seems so fast. Acceleration must be very, very high. I can't really explain exactly what it is, but see, he's wearing the number 6, playing him in the halves with Kieran Foran, so not exactly a controlling sort of halves combination, but they're doing the job, and we got a bonus player here, so I'm very happy with that. So the players we drew were 6 and 4, first player being Ben Hampton, so this is a genuine halves player, so we'll be looking to use him. I'm not sure if he'll be in the halves or on the bench or whatever, but he will get game time at least, but I'd say he'll be playing at 5'8" for some point, and Josh Hoffman moving to the wing or something like that, and Kenny Bromwich was the other player. Would have been nice to get Jesse Bromwich, I'll tell you that, but obviously it didn't happen, and Kenny Bromwich is what we're going to have to deal with, but he's 81 rated, so he's a pretty decent little player we got there. Now Josh Hoffman moving to the wing there, Ben Hampton moving into the halfback role, well, number 7, and then Kieran Foran being the other player. I can't remember who was the more dominant, like who was playmaker number 1. I think more than likely it was Hampton for this game, but I know for sure Foran does take over eventually. I mean, Foran's 91 rated player. We need to get the ball on him as much as possible. But you see Josh Hoffman coming from his own wing there and just takes it around a few plays. Did get tackled by whoever's in at fullback there. Maybe it was Dane Gagai or someone. That'd be someone who I'd like to pick up. Like, I'm not really sure who would be good pickouts for the Knights, but yeah, I think Dan Gagai would be a great one here. Now, I had only just really played this game pretty recently, and I remember being absolutely ecstatic when that happened, because after weeks of playing this game, so many hours, I never had dragged someone over the sideline on purpose other than like a normal tackle animation. But that time I actually went for the drag, and I'm not sure if that was an intentional drag or I went for the drag and it, like the opposition sort of countered it, but just happened to counter it because I've like facing the sideline and went over. But either way, I'm going to claim that, and it did count for some sort of objective achievement sort of thing. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna own that, and I'm going to say I did that on purpose. But 6-0 is what the scoreline is. Joel Edwards going for a gap there, went for the offload, and it was picked up by the Knights player, went straight into him, and they have a habit of catching those sort of ones there. But we do get quite fortunate here. Josh Hoffman, who scored that many tries in the previous one, does get held up over the line there. I thought could have reached out and scored maybe. I'm not sure if it's like the, the sort of struggle animation, whatever it is, the dragging animation where you can reach out or whatever if you press the try button enough, or you get lucky or anything. But yeah, doesn't appear to be that way because it sort of just happens. But yeah, we had another chance. Josh Hoffman once again had another chance, and he ended up dropping the ball there. But right here to start off the second half, the Knights, they spilled the ball, and we actually spilled the ball initially. A little bit of confusion, as I think it was Folau and Hassan both went for the ball there, but no knock on, and as a result of that, Joel Edwards ends up scoring a try. Just the gap was there, and we went for the gap, and just that simple, really. Now Hassan gets it in the green enough, and it's straight over the black dot there. 2 from 2, and we're looking pretty good for the win here, 12-0. Although we did think the same thing about the Cowboys game, but I think right here should be enough to kill off the game. We'll go to a 19-0 lead, you would think. I mean, it's 17 right now, but a kick from right in front. Hassan will not be missing that one. The godlike goal kicker, not so much field goal kicker, but they've got the same sort of stats on here. On this game, because goal kicking is pretty much the same as field goals for this game mode. So yeah, 19-0 it is, and sort of looking to go in for the kill, going for the extra player. I'm not really sure how much it's going to benefit us for for this side. The Knights don't have a stacked side or anything, but I suppose it does increase their chances of getting the 1 or 2 good players in this side. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the bonus try for out. We did try, and I thought maybe the animation, diving out, the Knights player did get contact with this. We could have just maybe reached out a little bit, but it didn't work that way, and we find ourselves 5 points short. So one more try would have got us there. I think we would have kicked the goal, the pressure goal, when it mattered, but couldn't do it. And just the one player this game, a little bit disappointing considering the last few games getting a few players, but do draw number 9, and that is Jake Mamo. Now Mamo in real life is an absolute speedster, really pretty good player in real life, but on this game, he's rated only 75 rated. He's a winger first and foremost, I think a centre and as other positions, and obviously we know he plays fullback in real life, so a little bit strange there. They got a few of their positions and attributes wrong in some players, but I think Malmo's one of them. Doesn't really look like him either, but you know what, we'll take him and we'll find a spot for him at the moment. Maybe we don't, I don't know. But anyways, that's where the video is going to end. Hopefully I've enjoyed it. If you can leave a like, it'd be very much appreciated. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter at MrLukeNYT. Facebook page in the description below. And if you leave a comment, I'll definitely take a look at it and reply if it lets me. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye!